Welcome to LVT-SHOWBIZ, the place to get the fastest, highest quality, most interesting updates and new perspectives on Chinese entertainment.
Is Tan Songyun the only escape for Sukai? The hidden struggles behind the spotlight and a story full of humanity. In the Chinese entertainment industry, known for its fierce competition and endless scandals, celebrities are often surrounded by dazzling lights, admiration from the public, and countless eyes following their every move. Yet behind that seemingly perfect facade lies hidden emptiness, invisible pressures that not everyone can understand. One of the stories that has made fans reflect deeply in recent times is the special bond between Sukai, one of China's rising male stars, and Tan Songyun, the actress hailed as the girl with a healing smile. Many can't help but wonder, could Tan Songyun's gentleness, sincerity, and warmth be the only escape in Sukai's lonely and pressure-filled world? This article takes you inside the struggles behind Sukai's glamorous image, the mental challenges he faces, the unique role Tan Songyun plays in helping him find balance, and the meaningful human message behind their story. This is not merely about two entertainers, but about the power of empathy and companionship, how sometimes, one genuine friend is enough to help someone through their darkest days. The glamour and loneliness behind Sukai's public image. When people think of Sukai, they immediately picture a handsome actor with strong charisma and a flourishing career. He has left strong impressions in multiple hit dramas, graced countless magazine covers, appeared in top commercials, and shined at major entertainment events. On social media, every post he shares quickly garners hundreds of thousands of likes and comments, proving his undeniable star power in the Chinese entertainment industry. However, behind this dazzling aura lies an indescribable loneliness. A packed schedule from dawn till midnight, repetitive filming routines, the burden of maintaining a flawless image, and the constant scrutiny of the public leave him with little time for himself. On stage, he beams with radiance, but once he returns to his private room, emptiness often greets him instead. Fans have noticed the occasional pensive look in his eyes after events, or the fatigue hidden behind his charming smile. These moments reveal the stark contrast between the shimmering spotlight and the shadow of solitude, a side rarely seen by the public. Colleagues in the industry have even shared that Sukai often chooses silence, dealing with stress on his own rather than complaining. This makes him appear strong and resilient, but it also means his inner wounds remain hidden. Loneliness, though invisible, quietly follows him, giving his image more depth than fans may realize. The harsh pressures of showbiz and the cost of fame. The Chinese entertainment industry is notorious for its brutal elimination rate. Today you may be a sought-after star, but a single failed role or the rise of a new face can easily replace you. Artists like Sukai must work twice as hard to maintain their reputation and stay relevant. Pressure comes from all directions. From fans, who expect fresh roles, new looks, and even flawless personal lives. From the media, which scrutinizes every detail, often exaggerating small incidents into scandals. And from the artists themselves, who constantly push to improve their acting skills, maintain peak performance, and sculpt their image to avoid falling behind. The greatest price of fame is the near total loss of privacy. A casual dinner with friends, a walk in the city, or even a mundane daily moment can be photographed and spread online. Personal relationships are easily spun into rumors, adding immense stress. For Sukai, this is especially burdensome at the peak of his career, where every glance, every smile can be interpreted in countless ways, often turning into gossip. What he truly lacks is not admiration or fame, but a safe emotional anchor where he can simply be himself. The biggest sacrifice Sukai makes is not just time and energy, but the suppression of his vulnerable side in the face of endless judgment. This is why many fans sympathize with him. Behind the shining star lies a heart carrying invisible wounds, yearning for someone to share them with. Tan Songyun, a warm light in Sukai's lonely world. Amidst the overwhelming pressures of the entertainment world, Tan Songyun's presence in Sukai's life is like a fresh breeze. The actress is well known for her radiant smile, sparkling eyes, and natural, heartfelt acting style. On screen, she often brings to life sweet, cheerful, and optimistic characters, becoming a healing presence for audiences. Off-screen, her cheerful, simple, and sincere personality brings comfort to those around her. When working with Sukai, Tan Songyun became more than a professional co-star, she was a source of emotional support. She offered him trust, allowing him to let go of stress and be his true self. In a world filled with cameras, gossip, and expectations, her presence was like a warm escape, pulling him back to a sense of peace and simplicity. Fans have noticed their natural interactions, laughing, chatting without pretension. In Sukai's gaze towards her, there's a rare sense of ease, safety, and trust. This has sparked speculation. Could she be the only one who truly understands and reaches his heart in an industry so full of competition and superficiality? With her gentleness and sincerity, Tan Songyun's presence feels like sunlight softly breaking through to warm his isolated world. Subtlety in their bond and invisible challenges. Despite their special connection, Sukai and Tan Songyun's relationship constantly faces invisible challenges. As two public figures under the spotlight, every look, smile, or touch is magnified online. Even a casual gesture can be spun into a romantic rumor. The overwhelming attention from fans and media often makes their simple, innocent interactions feel burdensome. Instead of freely enjoying each other's company, they must remain cautious, balancing their closeness with the risk of misunderstandings. It's a delicate dance, preserving their friendship while avoiding unnecessary speculation. What stands out, however, is how they handle this situation. Neither avoiding each other nor flaunting their bond, they instead choose natural sincerity. This balance creates a relationship built on trust, empathy, and respect, qualities rare in showbiz. To audiences, they are not just an on-screen couple, but an inspiring example of genuine friendship between two talented stars. Fans' perspective, love, expectations, and invisible pressure. Fans play an indispensable role in any artist's career. For Sukai and Tan Songyun, their fandom is especially passionate, supporting every project, sharing sweet behind-the-scenes moments, and even shipping them as a real-life couple. This devotion has created a strong community where every smile, glance, or interaction between them is preserved and widely discussed. But overwhelming love and expectations can turn into invisible pressure. Fans' hopes may push artists into a corner, where they must balance gratitude with protecting their fragile privacy. For Sukai, this is particularly challenging since he is naturally private and rarely shares personal details. Being constantly paired with Tan Songyun brings both joy and strain. Joy because it shows fans love, but strain because every action is under scrutiny. This makes their relationship the focus of endless speculation, subjected to millions of watchful eyes. Inadvertently, fans sometimes place the burden of living up to their expectations on the stars, forgetting that they're simply human beings seeking comfort and freedom in their own lives. This is the paradox of fame. Fan love is both a blessing and a heavy weight. The deeper meaning, a reflection of loneliness and the need for understanding. Looking beyond celebrity gossip, the story of Sukai and Tan Songyun reflects a universal truth in modern life. Everyone, whether a superstar in the limelight or an ordinary individual, craves understanding and companionship. Loneliness bears no one. Even those living under the brightest spotlight may still face inner emptiness. Fame and wealth don't always erase the sense of isolation that creeps in at night. What people truly need is often something simple, someone willing to listen, a caring look, or a smile that heals invisible wounds. In this journey, Tan Songyun, with her warmth and sincerity, has become a quiet source of strength for Sukai. Her presence doesn't just brighten his work but also gives him peace in life. Their story gently reminds us that behind the glamorous facade of celebrities lies the simple, universal longing for love and connection. Audiences resonate with their interactions because they see themselves in it, the hope of finding someone who truly understands them, not for fame or fortune, but simply to share life's joys and sorrows. This emotional resonance elevates their story from a celebrity rumor to a symbol of humanity's shared desire for genuine bonds. Is Tan Songyun truly Sukai's only escape? This question remains unanswered, for no one can say with certainty that Tan Songyun is Sukai's only escape. As a top actor, he is surrounded by many relationships, family, close friends, and trusted colleagues. Yet, what makes Tan Songyun stand out is her presence during his most difficult times. Without fanfare or pretension, she has left a deep mark on his heart through her warmth and subtle support. The truth is, there is rarely an absolute answer in matters of the heart. Everyone has multiple sources of comfort. But within the harsh whirlwind of showbiz, Tan Songyun seems to be a steady anchor for Sukai, keeping him grounded amidst fame and pressure. Perhaps this is why fans call her his only escape, not literally, but symbolically, as the piece he desperately needs. Instead of searching for a definitive answer, perhaps it's better to view their story as a testament to the power of empathy and friendship. In a world obsessed with glamour and gossip, having someone who offers understanding and comfort is priceless. Tan Songyun may not be the only one, but she might be the one at the right time, the person who arrived when Sukai needed a shoulder most. That timeliness makes their bond special, giving fans a glimpse of warmth that transcends the boundary between co-stars. Conclusion. The story of Sukai and Tan Songyun is not just about co-stars or celebrity gossip. It's a reminder that behind the glittering images of stars are human beings with the same desire for empathy, companionship, and emotional support. Tan Songyun's presence became a healing force for Sukai during a phase filled with pressure and challenges. In showbiz, where every step is scrutinized, finding someone trustworthy is a rare gift. That's why fans believe Tan Songyun has become the ray of light in Sukai's lonely sky. And perhaps the real question is not whether she is his only escape, but what this story teaches us: to cherish those who bring warmth into our lives. Sometimes, a sincere smile or a caring glance is enough to create a miracle in anyone's solitary journey.
Thanks for watching LVT Showbiz. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of Chinese celebrities. Leave your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you.